Hey, what's up guys and girls, and welcome to the video. Let's dive straight in. Understanding Dota 2 positions and laning phase is fundamentally important to surviving. It's like you need to understand basic addition to do math. I feel like a lot of new players need to understand this, or you and your team will suffer that terrible fate, losing and dying over and over and over again. I remember that fateful day on one of my first Dota games, just rolling with my homeboys down mid, going to contest for mid and getting absolutely ganked. So for the next few weeks I played Dota like your average hack and slash, and we all know how that goes. Yes, the first 10 minutes of any game determine whether you snowball to victory or end up having a 60-minute slugfest praying for one last Roshan fight. Today we'll dive into each of the 5 roles: carry, mid, offlane, soft support and hard support. Because let's be real, knowing your lane is only half the battle. Knowing your role, that's where you win or lose games. Okay, so what exactly is the laning stage? In Dota 2, the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game are crucial. You're setting the foundation for everything that follows. Your gold income, your experience, your item timings, and possibly the mental well-being of your team. You think I'm joking? If your carry doesn't get farm, prepare for a world of pain. But fear not, because understanding what happens in the lanes and who does what can save your game. Sometimes. There are 3 lanes: the safe lane, mid lane, and off lane. Each lane has a different function depending on your role. And here's where the depth comes in. Every single decision in the lane stage, from where you position, to what creeps you last hit, to how you harass the enemy, matters. And if you screw it up, well, we'll see you at 20 minutes when you're begging for space. Let's start with the safe lane. It's called safe for a reason. This is where your carry is supposed to farm peacefully without being turned into an easy kill. The carry's job, simple: farm, farm, and wait for it, farm. But it's not just any farming, it's precision farming. You need to last hit the right creeps, deny the enemy's creeps, and hit your core item timings to carry the team later. No pressure. Now your hard support, that's a real hero. Their job is to make sure the carry survives the lane and has a good start. They're babysitters, warding, pulling creeps, buying regen, and sacrificing themselves for the greater good. Why do they do this? So the carry can get big and strong and later act like they did it all by themselves. It's the unsung hero life, folks. Now let's talk about the mid lane. The mid. The land of egos, 1v1 battles, and tower dives. This is where the game's early tempo is often decided. If you win mid, you're in control. This is when you can move to your safe lane or off lane and get some early game ganks, which is really important. And if you lose mid, you might as well start blaming the rest of your team. Mid is all about skill matchups, map awareness and timing. You have the shortest lane, which means less safety and more opportunities to gank or get ganked. But with great risk comes great reward. Mid laners are expected to rotate to other lanes and apply pressure, essentially becoming the playmakers of the game. If you're a mid laner, remember, winning your lane is only part of the job. You need to secure runes, pressure towers, and ideally avoid typing mid or help at the start of a game. Now we get to the off lane. This is the danger zone, the Wild West. It's you, maybe with a position 4 buddy, up against the enemy carry and their support. You're outnumbered, but not outclassed. The offlaner's job is to be disruptive. You want to deny as much farm as possible from the enemy carry and survive long enough to hit your key item timings. It's not about farming, it's about survival and being a thorn in the side of the enemy team. Offlaners tend to play tanky, durable heroes like Timbersaw or Mars, heroes that can soak up damage and dish it out, even if they don't have the best start. Your goal? Be a nuisance, disrupt, and then turn into a late game menace. Position 4, also known as the soft support or roamer. Your job? Ruin the enemy's day. You start in the off lane, but really, you're a free spirit, roaming around the map, setting up ganks, and making plays. You'll be constantly roaming to mid, setting up kills, and applying pressure wherever you can. Position 4 is a high impact role that thrives on being unpredictable. Something like a Pudge works very well in this role. You're the player who buys early game items like arcane boots or an urn. You make the plays that give the team momentum, and if it goes wrong, Well, just blame the mid laner for not rotating early, obviously. Finally, we come to position 5, the hard support, the one who buys all the wards, the smoke, the regen, and really sees more than 500 gold at a time. You're the glue that holds the team together, but you're also the punching bag of the enemy team. Your job is to zone out the enemy offlaner, stack camps for your carry, and make sure the map is lit up with wards so your team doesn't get ambushed. You may not get all the glory, but deep down, you know you're the real reason your team wins, or at least that's what you tell yourself when your team flames you for not placing enough sentries. So, there you have it, the laning stage explained and all 5 roles with it. Whether you're a carry farming your heart out, or a mid laner playing 1v1, or a hard support sacrificing your soul for the greater good, every role matters. The laning stage is the foundation of your game, and if you play it well, you're setting yourself up for success. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.